guys, welcome back to our channel. So I am here with Stassi today and we're going to be doing a little chit chat life update video. I know it's been a while since I've been here, but trust me, there have been so many reasons that has kept me away from this YouTube channel. Mainly life, right? Life always seems to get in the way of the things that we want to do. But things are finally settling down, and so I promise you guys that I will be back on here with more regular content. And I know you have been asking on Instagram, and I hear you. Believe me, I hear you, and we want to come back and do these videos because I love talking to you guys. So let's see what has been going on. So first of all, you guys know that I had sold my home in the New Orleans area and moved to the Mississippi Gulf Coast, or was building a house on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, just one block off of the beach. That house is now complete. We are in it and loving it. There are still a few little things that need to be done to the outside. We did build a beautiful in-ground pool, and I have hair in my mouth. So we built a beautiful in-ground pool, but the landscaping needs to be done, just little finishing touches like that. We also need to finish this area here behind me, which is the grooming area. And stay tuned to the end of this video because I will be doing a little mini tour just to show you the area that I will be doing all of my grooming for the dogs. Now, as far as businesses go, I do have two coffee shops. It's a New Orleans brand. It's a franchise called PJ's Coffee of New Orleans. And I have two locations and I absolutely love, love, love that business. I am commuting a few days a week to New Orleans to check in on the coffee shops and to do my thing over there. And it's just working out perfectly. I have a great team of baristas who keeps everything like running smoothly over there. And I am very, very blessed on that part of my life. As far as personally, I am still with my guy. We have been together about 2.5 years now, almost 3 years. Everything is going great and we are very, very happy. And that's all I'm gonna say about that without getting too personal. Let's see, what else? The dogs, right? Because I know you guys wanna hear about the dogs. So here I am with Stassi. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is the little baby who started this channel off. She is my little Shih Tzu who is 5 years old. Are you 5? Yes, 5 years old already. And as you can see, she is still in beautiful long coat. And believe it or not, if you go back to my very first videos, you'll see that I had this whole morning routine with her that did so many things with Stassi in order to get her coat going. And that was very, very much needed at that time. But right now, she really is almost maintenance. Well, I don't want to say maintenance free. I don't do that whole routine anymore because there's just no need for it. So she usually gets brushed out about 3 times a week, and we change her top knot and we put the little bows in. And as long as I am combing her out every other day, the knots are really not bad at all, little tiny knots here or there. So she does need to get combed out, but I do not have to do the every single day daily routine like I was doing with her in the beginning. So that is really, really good. She is the little diva of the bunch. She will make sure she keeps everyone in line. No one, or they all know not to fuck with her. Because she is the diva. She will let them know. She will chew them out if they get into her personal space. But she is the sweetest little sweetheart you could ever imagine. She has an amazing temperament. She just lets the dogs know that she's the boss here. And that is perfectly fine, right, Stassi? The next one up is Harper. She is our Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. She is now 7 years old. Such a beautiful, sweet, loving little girl. She's the princess of the group. She's the one where when I comb her out, you would swear that I was killing her because if she has one little knot, she's gonna carry on like a little princess. So that's why I call her the princess of the group. Super duper sweet. Then we have Finley the pug. Finley is now 3 years old. Stassi doesn't want to be held right now. Finley is now 3 years old, and she started out being the clown of the group, and she sort of still is, but she's really slowed down a whole lot. If you follow me on Instagram, a lot of times you will hear her snorting in the background. She's the noisiest of the group for sure, because she snorts all the time like pugs do. She has the most cutest little pug face though, and she is a really, really good girl. Then we have Grayson. Grayson is our 2-year-old Old English sheepdog. She's the big girl of the group, and she is 61 pounds of pure fluff and energy. She has been so much fun, and I am just so happy that I added a big dog to the group, because there's certain things that we can do with her that we can't really do with the little girls, and it's just been perfect. We absolutely adore her. She has so much energy though. That leads us to the newest member of the group, which is Brew. And Brew is our little 2-month-old golden doodle. Yes, we have a new puppy in the house. And if you're following me on Instagram, you will definitely see his pictures there. He is adorable. He's a dark apricot red F1 golden doodle. F1 meaning that his mom is a red golden retriever and his dad is a red standard poodle. So the reason why I got Brew is Grayson really needed a playmate her size. She would try and play with the little girls and she would just have so much energy. She really needs someone that she can run around the yard with and just get rough and tumble with. And I didn't want another girl because we have 4 girls, and I thought it's time for a boy to shake things up around here and make it a little bit different. So that's why we got a boy puppy dog. He's laying right here. He is a sweetheart, but of course we're going through the terrible puppy times of crying and potty training and all of those not so fun things. If you would like to have more videos on what I do with a puppy as far as potty training, crate training, all of those things, I am not an expert by any means, but I love to share. So leave the comments down in the comment section and I will try and touch on as many things as I can with him. I do know that I just gave him a bath and I filmed that, so I'm gonna bring you that as soon as I get this video uploaded. But he is adorable. He's probably going to be about 65, 70 pounds. So he's gonna be another big dog in the house. And we are pretty full in this little house now, but we love the dogs. They are our life. And it's been wonderful. He's been the one that's been coming with me to work every day, or when I go to the coffee shops, because that's what I do. That's what I did with all of them. For about a year, I would always bring, like when Stassi was a baby, Finley, Harper, all of them, they would come to the photography studio with me, and Grayson as well. And so now it's Brew's turn to get his one-on-one time of socialization and potty training on the go. And that really, really does help. And I'm blessed to be able to do that. Now, if you are following us on Instagram, the girls have, or really the whole group of my dogs have one page, which is called Stassi the Zoo and Crew. And I'll leave that in the description box below so that you can get the name exactly right. And then Brew has his own page, and it is brew.thedoodle. And I'll also leave that specific handle down into the description box below. And then you can follow me as well on Instagram, and I'll leave all of that in the description box below. So it's a very full life for sure, but it's a very fun, rewarding life. I love the fact that we have all different breeds so that I can get the best of all of these different worlds, because I am such a huge dog lover. I love the differences of the different breeds. And as far as Brew, when I was thinking about what other big dog I wanted, I went through all of the different big dog breeds. I wanted something that would fit with our lifestyle, and I wanted something that I don't know, there was just so many breeds that I love. I love the Golden Retriever and thought very long and hard on just getting a purebred Golden Retriever. But I was a little scared of all of the shedding because we have enough hair in this house that we deal with every single day. And I like the fact that the Golden Doodles don't shed quite as much. And they just look like shaggy teddy bears. And I've always loved that look. And so that's why I decided to go with the Golden Doodle. I did pick a breeder that does health testing, and she has health tested both parents, so the mom and the dad are both health tested. And Golden Doodles tend to have that hybrid vigor anyway. They tend to be a pretty healthy breed. And so that was another reason I went with the Golden Doodle over the purebred Golden Retriever or standard poodle. And he's just perfect. So you'll be seeing lots of him in the future as well on this channel for sure. So without further ado, let me get off of here and I'm gonna show you the grooming area. All right, so here we are in the garage and this is the grooming space. So my garage, I'll show you. So we have the golf cart in here. Have a TV in here. It's an unfinished garage because of the area where we live. I love that I have this big natural light source coming in here. And then let's let the camera get back to focus here. This is where the business is going to be for the home engraving business that is going to be happening here. I have a light right here, and let's look at the grooming space. So because we live in the Mississippi Gulf Coast, it gets very cold, very hot here rather, and so it is air conditioned. And then I have my little table here with Stassi's bows, a treat jar, some storage there, and then our new force dryer. Now this force dryer is an easy dryer and it's basically designed to get the water out of the coat. So this is mainly used for Grayson because she is an Old English sheepdog, and it would take me forever with just the finishing dryer. So I bought this Easy Dry 3 dryer, which you can see the hose goes up here, and that is the attachment there, and that gets the majority of her dry. It still takes forever, but that gets the majority of her dry. And then I move on to the finishing dryer, which is my new Speedy dryer, and I use this on all of the dogs and I love it. It's definitely a step up from the Oster stand dryer that I was using. It's a big mamma jamma and it definitely gets the job done. So it's on a stand, which works out perfect. And it's just an awesome dryer. It is quite pricey though. So that's the only thing about that, but I make up for it with grooming my own dogs for the most part. I groom my own dogs. And then I have my little light that I had in the other area, which gives me some light on the table. And then I have my hydraulic grooming table, which I love. So this table goes up and down with a foot pedal, and it works out perfectly. Now behind this area, from probably the garage all the way around this area here, it's unfinished right now, but we are going to be finishing it with some corrugated tin. So I'll definitely bring you some pictures of that when it's done, because it's gonna look so much better once that is done. Over here, I have one of my leash holders there, and then I have another leash holder here on the side with the big laundry tub. So it's not anything fancy, guys. This is not fancy, but it's functional. It definitely works to get the job done. I have a trash can here, and then over here we have rigged up just a shower head, and that is what I use to bathe the dogs. So that's that. And then all of the dogs can fit in here, even Grayson, who's a big dog. And then we have over here, this was a kind of a rack. not a rack, but like a shelving unit that I had at the other house in my living room, but it didn't fit in this new home. So, but it worked out perfectly because this holds all of my supplies. So all of the different shampoos and sprays that I use, some towels, just lots of different things that I use for the dogs. This is another piece of furniture that I also had in my other house that held all of the little dog clothes that I have. And to be honest, I don't use the dresses hardly at all. Those are mainly for photo shoots. So what I did with this is I use it for their bandanas, which they do wear a lot. So I put bandanas on Harper, Finley, and Grayson, and Brew will be wearing bandanas as well. And so what I did here is I put in on this rack, I have these little shower curtain holders, and this is how they hold all of the different bandanas. I ran out of the clips, and these are some bandanas that need to be hung up, so those aren't done. But I love that I can just go through their bandanas like this because I used to keep them in a bin. And it was just so hard to keep them to where I can see what I had. And so now this is perfect because I can just go through like this and pick the bandanas that I want them to wear, which is awesome. In this section here, I just have their new vet and some extra things that I use for them. And then here we have, it's hard for me to open it with one hand. Let's see. Here we just have some extra dog supplies, their little tags, and just some extra supplies that I keep on hand. As far as dog bows, before we end this video, let me just show you a little update on the bows. So she mainly has all of the same bows that, this is for Stassi, of course. These bows we have had for years now, right? So I haven't really gotten a whole lot of bows except for the big bows that she has been wearing. And I have been loving her in these types of bows, which are like a bigger bow. And they have, oh, this is not wanting to focus because there's no light over here. Let's see. Let's see if we can focus this over here. Go over here. So these types of bows have the little clip on the end, which works out pretty well. She has a bigger bow in here today, and this one actually has a barrette. And I've really been loving these bigger bows on her. I think they look adorable, but she still wears all of her piggy tail bows and her regular kind of like show style bows as well. And then I always keep this little bin here on the table for all of the stuff that I use on a daily basis. So that is it. That is our grooming space. And once it's finished with the tin in the back, I think that it's going to bring it all together. And like I said, it's not the most glamorous space, but it definitely is functional and it works for us. So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me and Stassi here in this video, kind of giving you a life update of what's going on and kind of a little look-see of our little grooming area. I will be bringing you more videos on grooming and on dog care as I see fit and as I have the time to do them. But please follow along on Instagram. Like I said before, I'll leave those handles in the description box below so that you can follow along with us more kind of like regularly on there. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and we will catch you guys on the next video. Right, Stassi? Say catch you guys on the next video. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Have a great day.